Hi, this is Jack from Boersma Sewing Center and MAPS search program, and I'm here with Joanne Blade.
Hello.
Hello, Joanne.
Hello, Jack.
I should say also the one that made me invent the blade pressing plate.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. There we go. So what I want to do is show you how to start MAPS and how you're going to actually do the little bit of maintenance that you need to do to get MAPS up and running. We're going to go into the program, and you've already installed the program. You've already got this up. Simply, you just need to go into house information, and you're going to put in a company name and contact and normal regular stuff, email addresses and so on. We've already put in here for you which hard drive location, which is normally the C drive, but if it does need to be changed, you can. And then the USB drive location, you would have to put in a USB stick to see what it comes up as, and then put that letter in. And the purpose for this is that once we get into the program and you start using it, you're going to send the patterns to the USB drive and then walk over to your quilting machine, whatever type that might be, and put it in, and the patterns are already in the USB drive. It copies it right to it.
That's brilliant. I'm really happy about
really
that shortcut.
Cool. So actually, truly, all your patterns are going to be in your laptop, your home computer. They really do not have to be in your CompuQuilter machine or your Statler. They're in your convenient place where you're going to be looking and searching for patterns. Down in these fields here are special fields that you can actually change the name, put in what you want, like my favorites or 2 cent edge to edge. So on any pattern, you can come in here and put in whatever. I'm just typing GGGG. You may want to call that field, and that'll be later on. We'll go back a field, and that's your favorites over on the side that you can mark anything in this program.
I like that.
So I'm going to get out of the program and show you what you really need to do to get it so that MAPS is a 1-second find for whatever pattern you have.
Okay.
We're going to go into your computer, and I'm going to move this over, and I have it on a half screen, and I'm going to go into the computer again and pull up and go in here and actually go into your USB stick. Now I can come over and pull up another one. So I actually have now 2 directories. If I went into the C drive on the left and you came over, you could see there's Boersma's MAPS program. This is where all the programs are that runs the entire program, makes everything happen. But in this directory, MAPS, Boersma's MAPS Statler, or it would be Boersma's MAPS IntelliQuilter or PC Quilter, whatever machine you have. You go in, and these are the directories that you need to put your personal files in from a USB stick, from your computer, wherever they're scattered, and they're probably scattered.
They are.
We need to get them over into here.
Okay.
So we're going to take, and we'll go to Kim Diamond. She does actually patterns for different companies, and we're going to go into her designer collection. And these are all her patterns, which are 796 patterns.
Correct.
So I can click one and hit Control All. Now I have all of them up. I'm going to right click, and I could cut them out of here. You may not want to do that.
Not yet.
Not yet. You got to get Faith. So we're going to just copy them.
Okay.
And I'm going to run over here to Sweet Dream Studio, left click, right click, and paste them in there. And we are now pasting from your USB stick all the patterns into Sweet Dreams.
That was fast.
Very quick. I'm going to back up and go into the Heritage Collection. And you actually have blocks. So we're going to click that. We're going to hit Control All, right click, copy, go over to Sweet Dreams, left click, and paste. And it's going to put those patterns, 724 of them in.
Wonderful.
So this does take a little bit of work to do. Now this came up because there already is a pattern in there. So you could just say, yes, you want to copy and replace them because you're putting them back in there. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come back over and I'm going to go into borders. I'm going to hit Control-All, take the whole pile, copy it, come over, paste it, dump them all in there. All those patterns are in there. And then we'll do the panos and Control-All, get the whole batch. If I hit the button right, hit copy, come over here and paste. I hit the wrong button, Joanne. Paste.
When Jack keeps saying Control-All, he's really hitting Control-A at the same time to select all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we haven't moved all of Kim's over, but we did the designer and the heritage.
That is correct.
There's patterns in there now. Now let's go to somebody else. So we'll come down. We're going to back up a screen, and I'm just hunting here. We'll do we'll do Deb Geiser. Patterns by Deb. Where'd she go?
Right up there.
There we go.
There she is.
So now this one is a little bit harder because we'll go into the designs. I'm going to move this whole thing over for a minute just so we can see what we've got here. If I hit type, you've actually got some WMF files, some QST files. So if I come up here and found all the DXF files, those are truly, or the QLI files if
Correct.
It was a Statler. So we'll do the QLI files. In our program, we look for, if it's a Statler, we would look for PATs and DXFs and QLIs.
Correct.
And one other one that I don't remember, SQ or something like that.
But I think that's for basically your auto sketch file.
So right now what I'm going to do is actually I want the QLIs. So if I click this one and then go all the way down to where my QLIs stop, QST, QLI, QLI.
Did you put your glasses on?
I did not put my...
Hold on. Where you need to go up. QLI. Stop. Oh my gosh. There it is.
Okay.
Right. QST, QLI. Right there.
Okay. And then I'm going to hit, if I can see it, the shift and hit the button.
That's
the
correct.
left click. Now I've just got those. So I'm going to left click and I'm going to copy them all. And I'm just going to move this back over. And we did patterns by Deb. So there she is. And we're going to right click and paste those patterns in. And we just put 305 patterns in there.
Way to go, Debbie.
So we do have actually with Debbie more that we would have to do, because if we got back, we have panos. We could do the type and find all the DXFs, and then here's our QLI. Again, come down to there. QLI right to there. Hold the shift key and left click, right click, copy it, move this over a little bit, left click, and paste them in. It's found some already, which is fine. We'll just move the rest of them over again. We're not hurting anything by doing that. And it moves all the patterns in there. Because truly, you had 87 patterns that were the same in both spots. We're cleaning house is what we're doing.
I needed to clean house.
So now I'm going to close this one. I'll make this one a little bigger. If I went in by Designs by Deb, we now have a bunch of patterns in here by Deb.
Yay!
If I went into Kim Diamond, Sweet Dreams Quilt Studio, there's 1,815 patterns that we have in. And there's more to go, too. But
true.
And then, so we need to move all these patterns into this home, be it Wong Song or Statler Stitcher I've already done for you. And so now we're going to get out of this and close it down. go back into maps, and right here we had 634 patterns in there already that I put the patterns in. I got the okay from Statler. I got the okay from everybody to put these in so you wouldn't have to move them from the Statler.
Thank you.
If I go to refresh house patterns, it's going to set it at 0, and we're hitting go, and it's now going through 10,000 patterns matching up what you have already put in the subdirectories where we did that.
Wonderful.
And this doesn't take too long, but we're actually tagging now in the neighborhood of around 3,000 patterns that we're going to tag. So it'll take a moment. And now it's going faster. We're at 400. We're at 500. We're at 600. It's on a roll now.
Wow.
See, that's what you have, Joanne, for having a fast computer. Away it goes.
I like this.
Now we actually have changed it to 2,279 patterns that you have in the system. And we're going to show this in another video, but if I hit house patterns and just said find them all, and hit search, in that 1 second, you found all your 2,279 patterns. If I hit the down arrow key, we are just now plowing through, and you can see here
what does that yellow mean, Jack?
The yellow is really cool. These are part of a group.
Oh.
If I click one of these and say find the rest of the world group, it will find all the patterns that have anything to do with that group, which is part of the program that we'll show you later in the actual instruction program. This is how to get started. Isn't that cool, though?
That's really great. Hey, Jack, on the bottom left there where the picture is there any way you can make that a little bit...
You click it.
Perfect. How'd you know that's what I was
knew that was, and then it'll just come up and be a much larger, more detailed picture, is what it does.
Very nice. Very nice.
So, really, it does take a little bit of time to move your patterns, get them where they need to be. But once you do, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go back into the computer, and I'm going to go back to the C drive where it is, and here's our map Statler, and here's our directories of all our patterns.
Okay.
Later, once you get them in there, you can take this one. I'm going to left click and say I want to copy this. And if I wanted to paste that, it'll take a little bit, but paste it to your E drive. You've just copied with one click in one spot every pattern that you have, because they're all under the same directories of maps right there. So that is really cool. You can move that around.
That is major cool. That's a time saver.
And with our program, we have a little security key that you can use, but there's no reason you couldn't load maps on your vacation house computer or your laptop, or if you were going to Sugar, you can load the program as many times as you want, and you would just take your little key, your security key.
So I could have this on 3 or 4 different computers, but it takes one key to work each machine. So if my computer crashes, guess what?
You can go
download this onto another computer, my new computer, and just use the key.
And you're ready to go again.
That's fantastic.
Really simple. Or I have customers that have a studio.
Correct.
And then their house.
Correct.
And so in their house, they have their own laptop and their own computer and what they're doing.
Yeah.
And in the studio, they have a laptop. You could actually load the program in both places and do nothing more than take the security key into the house, and you're up and running with maps there, or take the security key out to the studio, and you're up and running there.
I like that. That's
pretty
much
cool.
Easier.
So the maintenance on this is going to take you a little while, because from what I've seen out in the world, people have patterns scattered everywhere.
Like me.
But once you truly get the patterns into where they belong, and that would be into the directory under there, and we will be adding, because there's updates every month. So if there is not a vendor, a distributor, a designer here, we're adding them in. So every month you're going to end up with another subdirectory or 2 or 3, and you may not be able to get all your patterns over right at the beginning of time, but we are busily, my wife and daughter, putting these patterns in, tagging them, marking them, and that comes on the updates every month.
Wonderful. So the updates every month.
That's it.
Wonderful.
So that kind of gets you the maintenance that you need to do to get maps up and started. Thank you very much. And Joanne, thanks for sitting here keeping me corrected.
Well, thank you, Jack. I had a good time.